All right, go ahead.
Little girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun never shines. We'll shiver the whole night through. My daddy was a railroad man, killed a mile and a half from here. His head was found in the driver's wheel. His body was never found. In the pines where the sun never shines, we'll shiver the whole night through. You've caused me to weep, you've caused me to mourn, you caused me to lose my heart. Little girl, where'd you sleep last night? Not even your mother knows. In the pines where the sun never shines, we shiver when the cold winds blow.
All right, you can go ahead and hit the next one. Big screen.
Some of us, we are the abusers, and some of us, we are the abused. Now you and I, we know we've been been both these things before. I think it's time to call the truth. I know it took some time for me to come walking through the doorway of love, but I believe it was all a lie. I need you, and you need me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I am nothing without you. I am nothing without you. Some of us we need a reason, and some of us we can fake the truth. And you and I are so pissed off at the way the world has treated us. So tell me what you're gonna do. First time I sit down, 'cause I know I'm a liar. Babe, I'm trying. I can feel the time is running out on me. Out on me. Ooh, now I really know I can't do it all alone. I am nothing. I'm nothing without you. I am nothing. No, I'm nothing without you. Without you, it's a try and a try. Oh, I'm nothing, nothing. Without you, nothing, nothing.
What it is and what it ain't. And the reason all these motherfuckers never shut the fuck up. Come on now. Say it with me now. Why? Because they can't. Hey, everybody. Okay, hold on. Let me do roll call. Let me back it on up. Back that ass up. Let's see.
There's about to be some sugar plums.
Hey, Sugar Plum Amelia. Hey, Sugar Plum Sky. Hey, Sugar Plum Truth with Love. Speak truth with love. Hey, Sugar Plum Michelle. Hold on, let me see if we got anybody else. Hey, Sugar Plum, little lady. Hey, Sugar Plum Becky. Hey, Sugar Plum One Love. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me scroll. Hey, Sugar Plum Irish. Irish, hey, Sugar Plum, Irish gal. Hey, Sugar Plum, Irish eyes. Hey. All my Sugar Plums, honeys, and darlings. Been a long time since we rock and rolled. All right. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. We're just going to talk.
You sound like a late night DJ.
That's funny.
You remember back in the day when you could call a radio station and ask them to play a song and they would? That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah. Well, actually, I do that on purpose. It's like I do that on purpose to have that DJ effect,
Well, it's working.
Thank you. Okay. All right. What shall we talk about? And Michelle, I'm going to try and send you the link a little bit later. But what should we talk about? Anybody have a topic? You got anything you want to talk about, Nikki? Any topics going around YouTube that we'd like to talk about or throw your opinion out or anything like that?
What is not going on in this community? It is a war zone right now. So, if there's too much to talk about.
Hey, Sugar Plum, not Jay. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Whoo! It's hot in here though, so I might have to get up and get some cold ginger ale for us over. I'm gonna get drunk on some ale tonight. It won't be that kind of ale, but it's gonna be ale.
Ginger ale. I'm trying to think. Have you been following what's been going on in the community?
Yeah, but which one you talking about?
Andy.
Hey, Sugar Plum, Andal Candle. Hey, Sugar Plum, Terry. Yeah, this is like a wide open conversation. I didn't have anything pre-planned, so we're just going to talk about whatever. And like I said, even y'all can volunteer a topic from the chat. And if I miss your comments, just keep writing them or do something, because I am looking at the StreamYard instead of the YouTube, and it omits comments. So
yeah,
that's how it is.
When I go live or if I'm on a panel, I cannot be in StreamYards, because what I've noticed is in StreamYards, the comments will come in packs of like 10.
It doesn't do that on mine. It doesn't do that on mine.
Oh, it does that to me all the time. I'll be looking at the comments and they'll just stay still, and then out of nowhere, 10 new comments.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about, because I've seen it do that before, but it hasn't done that for me for a while. It doesn't omit comments, though. Hey, Sugar Plum, down. Okay, so, all right, so what are we going to talk about? Like I said, people in the chat can even give a suggestion about what's been going around YouTube or anything like that, because like I said, I didn't have anything planned. This is just like how I always do it. Rarely ever do I pre-plan, and we just start talking, and it just goes from there. So, Nikki, do you have any particular happenings around YouTube that you'd like to discuss?
Oh, well. Hold on, I can hear somebody creeping around my house. Like I said, there are a lot of things going on. But
and no, Andy, we cannot. Andy said, can we talk about his bowel movements? No.
But you know what? I'm afraid to even mention like names, because people have lost their minds. And if, start talking about, even though, most of these things going on are public.
Wait a minute, hold on just a second. Let me interrupt you for just a second. I want to shout out a couple more people that rolled in. Hey, Sugar Plum, Artria. Hey, Sugar Plum, Tinker. Okay, go ahead.
So I always feel weird talking about the drama on YouTube.
Okay, how about do this? Don't say the names, and we can probably figure out what you're talking about. But I don't know that I really mind you saying the names necessarily. I don't really care if you want to say the names. But, you know, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you know, just start talking and we'll see if we can, you know, because most people might know what you're talking about. If they don't, we'll throw them some hints so they can figure it on out. Hey, Sugar Plum, Soft Noodle Jones.
Let me just go have a look. Let's see.
I'm trying to think, did anything in particular happen tonight? Yeah, some things happened, but go ahead and you give me an idea if you want to talk about anything particular around about what's been on YouTube. And also, there's an option that what we might try is like talking for a little bit and then like singing some karaoke, and then talking a little bit, then singing some karaoke, like that maybe. So we never sang karaoke, Nikki. Maybe we should sing some karaoke.
Okay, I'm not trying to have anyone stab their ears with an ice pick, because that is exactly what would happen if anybody heard me sing.
You've done it before on your stream though, and I can't sing either, so it's okay.
There's probably someone in my chat I wanted to punish. That could be the only reason that I would be screeching. I just saw, or something just came to my. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to Hartley's channel. Have you seen that? Neri, have you seen her videos?
I have seen some of them.
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. I love those videos. She did a video on me, and she made me a dog. And I said, hold on. I'm a cat person.
Yeah, I saw one of those.
But they're really funny. And I think she's doing a really good job. I love that channel. I didn't know she was that talented.
Okay, so shout out everybody to Hartley, and we can drop her link too. Let me give you mod status so you can drop a link.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk about anything. We can talk about like the Summer Wells case. We can talk about something that's been going on around YouTube. We can talk about a combination of things. Like I said, we can sing some songs and then talk some more, then sing some songs, then talk some more. We can do it like that.
Okay, where it? Oh, there it is.
Hold on a minute. Let me give you. I gotta get you mod. Yeah, you're gonna have to type in the chat for me to be able to mod you, so you can drop a link. Drop a lanky link. Whoo! Just so y'all know, it's very hot here in the good old humid South.
Okay. It's been raining all week here.
I wish it had been raining here because it's freaking hot. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Can't do it.
Hey, Hartley.
Oh, Hartley showed up. Hey, Sugar Plum Hartley. Did you hear we just shouted you out? And we're going to drop your link. Nikki wanted you to get a shout out. So we shouted you out. And we're going to drop your link. Okay,
I posted. I don't know if anybody can see that.
Probably not without you being modded. Hey, Sugar Plum, message deleted. Have no idea who you are. Message deleted. Okay, hold on a second. It's so hot in here. Hold on a second. I gotta do something before I can give you. I gotta go to my own channel before I can give you mod powers because I was actually on something else.
Let me see what's going on over at Hartley's.
Oh, it's hot. Whew.
Oh, MRB has brand new balls.
MRB has brand new balls.
That's the newest video, yes.
Oh.
These videos, someone left a comment under one of Hartley's videos, something to the effect of how they love how she can turn, certain situations into something funny. And that's exactly what she's doing here. I mean, you could have two people ripping each other's eyeballs out, and Hartley would turn that into comedic gold.
Oh yeah, and I needed to answer something Sky said a little while ago. Let's see. All right, you can drop links now, Nikki. Hey, Sugar Plum, Rachel. I don't even know the
There it
current.
is.
Sky Z, you were asking a little while ago who was singing the first song. That's a very common song. It's very old, and a lot of people have made that song. I believe it's called "In the Pines." Let me make sure. I know the song very
Yeah.
well, but I'm not sure if that's the actual title or not. I think it
I
is.
believe it is. Yeah. What was that song that you used to play? It was a guy with a really deep voice.
It was the one that kind of sounded like not like techno, but like what's that kind of music? I can't think about it.
This sounded like, I don't know, but he had like a really deep voice.
Like ska. It sounded like kind of ska music or something.
No, I think it sounded more like from like the 70s.
I think I know who you're talking about, but it's not from the 70s that I can think of. I'll send you the link to it here in a minute. What I'm thinking you're thinking about, and you listen to it and see if you can tell me if that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that song is a very old song, Sky. It's from a very old song. It's called "In the Pines," and a lot of people have done it. Even Nirvana has done it. There's a lot of renditions out there that are great. Loretta Lynn even does her own personal rendition of it. But I think the original author might be, or the original person that did the song might be Leadbelly, I think. I actually thought about playing that version, but I didn't. But there's so many different versions that I actually like. Okay, hold on, Nikki. I'm going to pull up, get that link that I want to the one I think you're talking about, and you check it and see if that's it. Whew. So what were you talking about? Did you want to talk about something to do with the whole with mommy rambling situation? I don't know what's currently going on. I haven't checked it out in like a little while.
I actually don't watch her, so I have no idea. But I just saw, like I said, Hartley's video. Actually, I only saw the word balls. That's what made me look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's talking about those balls that they get.
I like big balls, and I cannot lie.
Oh my God. Nary.
Well, hey. I like big balls, and I cannot lie. All the other sisters cannot deny. And if somebody puts a tea bag in your face, you get sprung.
Oh no! Oh my
Not
God.
really, just making up random lyrics. Really, I don't want anybody's balls in my face or on my head, really, to be honest. That's just the truth. And we'll see where this conversation goes. It may or may not get a little bit risque. We'll see, because it was the teabagging comment there was just reminding me of a conversation that me and Nikki had on the phone about a week ago about the sexual do's and don'ts.
Okay, you know what? Now that you've already taken us all there, I was going to mention our phone conversations. On a scale of 1 to 10, Nary, how filthy would you rate them?
I don't think they're that bad. Maybe a 5 to a 7. I don't think they're like any higher than that.
Hold up. Oh, Nary, we have had very detailed, graphic conversations about eating ass. That's more than a 6. It's got to be like an 8 or 9.
I said about a 5 to a 7, but yeah, they're not as bad as what people talk on a daily basis on YouTube. That's a fact.
Okay, no, you can't even compare anything in to this community. I have seen it all in this community. So we can't really use that as an excuse because whatever can be done has been done.
I believe it. I believe probably so. I don't know how much worse it could possibly get, in all honesty, really.
Fucking felonies. That's next.
I'm talking about with the language and the threats and the violence. Yes,
That's what I mean.
yes, Amelia. We were talking about Lipton tea. Yes, we were. Or Louisiana. We were talking about Louisiana.
No, she was talking about teabagging. I was just sitting here minding
No,
my
no,
own.
we weren't. No, we weren't. Don't lie to these people. We were talking about Lipton and Louisiana. Stop it.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
You can go ahead and tell them about start into our conversations while I'm looking for the song. You can tell them what we were talking about. We were just talking about woman things that we don't understand. We were talking about the new trends of sexuality.
Yes. Okay. So, yes, we were having a conversation and the subject of eating ass came up. And
as a matter of fact, you started it.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yes, I did. Anyway, the reason that I brought that up is because that is a new trend. 20 years ago, I'm certain of this because I was around 20 years ago. And I know that if anyone talked about ass eating, it wouldn't, I never, no. Up until, I blame Nicki Minaj. I'm just going to put it out there. Her Anaconda song really brought that shit to the forefront. But I'm just wondering, like, when did that become a thing? And why?
Yeah. She asked me that. She asked me that because we're both in our 40s, and she was like, Neri, can I ask you something? And I was like, what? She was like, when did eating ass become a thing?
I have questions.
And I was like, I don't know, but I know what you're talking about because I've been wondering the same thing. And we came to the conclusion that it's always been a thing or a thing, but I don't think people did it as much. And if they did, they didn't talk about it. But all of a sudden now it's became a mainstream topic. Or at least on YouTube. Maybe not anywhere else, but we are a shithole. So
it's everywhere. Like, it's part of introductions at this point, among a few other things. That is weird to me.
Pardon me for the ones that maybe not particularly fond of this particular conversation.
It's educational.
What do you call it? Conversational direction or topic, but we're just randomly coming, talking about things. We're just randomly talking about things. But anyway, so what? Maybe we can. Maybe let's see. Maybe Nikki can talk any way she wants, but maybe I'll try to talk, say it in a more refined manner. Maybe.
How dare you imply that I am not refined? I cannot.
Okay,
I'm offended.
Okay, so what we were talking about was when did this become a thing? And we decided that it's always been a thing, but people just didn't really talk about it. But it wasn't as much of a thing as it is now. But I don't know. I think it might have something to do with the fact that we're on YouTube.
Let me just add what Neri said. So we were talking, I think that's what we were talking about, or no, I think that was what we were talking about. And then Neri said that, if anyone ever, tried to get, a little fruity around that area on her, that they might just get their ass kicked. They might just, there might
no,
just be
no, we weren't talking about that. We weren't talking about that when I said that. We were talking about this thing about people wanting to choke people. We were talking about the thing about people wanting to choke people.
Yes, and that's right. And Neri said, what did you say? He might just get. There might just be a fight or something. A fight would break out.
Yeah, like we were also talking about, along with, let's say it more refined and nicely for some of the more classy ladies around here. The sphincter dining. Yeah. So
Sphincter dining, yes.
sphincter dining.
Mhm.
There's like I said, and we decided, like I said, that it's like there's like these sexual trends going on now that weren't a thing like years ago when we were like in our 20s, and even maybe even 30s. But it's like so it's like we decided that a lot more people are, I guess, are probably into it now. But yeah, I don't repeat myself, but I gotta say it again to get to what I'm getting to. That we decided that it's always been a thing, but it wasn't talked about as much. But we do believe people are doing it more now, and it is kind of like a trend. It seems like these sexual trends are coming up with like the food trends and the clothes trends, and that we want to know just really how many people of our generation or our age group are really doing this, or if it's like of the younger folks or what. Because it could be just where we are, because we are in a cesspool as far as YouTube. So maybe it's just the people we're around, but it's like a thing. People always talking about the butthole connoisseurs, if you will. Yes. So, whatever the deal with that. I don't know. But we decided, we were talking about, we're not into that. We're not doing it, and we don't really want to receive it. That we don't see the interest in that, and we don't get it. And who wants butthole breath? Just plain and simple.
I would fucking clothesline someone.
Okay. And then the other thing that we were talking about that started freaking me out, at least over the last 10 years, is I'd be talking to friends on the phone, and I started realizing that choking motherfuckers became a thing during sex.
Yeah.
That's like a normal, common thing nowadays, to choke a mofo while you're having sex. Like, you either let them, you let them choke you, or you choke them. And we were discussing that and how we felt about that. And I said, actually, if a dude reached up and started choking me during sex, he's probably gonna get his ass kicked.
Yes,
because I'm not gonna like that, and it's not gonna come. It's gonna turn into
fucking MMA.
I was getting ready to say it was going to turn from foreplay to MMA. So
yeah,
you don't want to do all that. And I'm serious. I'm not joking when I say that. Somebody reaches up and starts trying to choke me without discussing with me first. I'm not. First of all, if they ask me, I'm not going to say yes. But you best ask me before you just reach your hand up and try to wrap it around my neck. Plain and simple. You heard? All right, then.
It's so funny to me that these things, as far as I know, are like they happen, and it's just they just do it. I mean, I cannot imagine just like laying underneath someone or hanging from the chandelier, whatever, and all of a sudden their fucking hand is around my throat.
Yeah, no. My reaction is going to be, motherfucker, what you doing? And it's probably going to get like an elbow in the ribs and rolled up off of me. And all the rest of that.
Game over.
Hey, Sugar Plum, Ash. 274. Yeah, and hey, Sugar Plum, little miss. Yes. And yeah, I don't know where y'all been trying to act like y'all are some little church ladies, with Ash coming here asking me who have we been hanging around with. Like you don't hang out with some people that talk about these things. Please, you're not fooling me, and you're not fooling nobody else. Thank you.
There is no purity in this community. None.
Yeah. Hey, Sugar Plum, coach. Okay, so hold on, let me check it. Rachel said if you do that to her with no warning, it ain't gonna end well here either. Word. Let me pin that one. And then we'll get back, because I got some stories about that choking stuff. These retarded people with their choking stuff. You go mess around and try to choke me, you're gonna get choked, is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm being serious. That's not cool with me. That's not cool with me. I don't want to do that. And especially if you don't try to, like I said, if you ask me about it ahead of time and I say no, I'm going to be looking at you sideways for even asking. But you're really going to be having a problem if you reach up and just try to start putting some pressure on my neck without asking me. That's going to be a serious. I'm serious. I'm just serious.
You ask Neri that question, then she's going to start getting dressed.
I mean, that is weird. I mean, I'm not down with all that. Call me and Nikki old-fashioned. Call us old-fashioned if you want to. Sorry. We don't want the butthole fine dining. We don't want the choking.
No.
Blood choke. MMA throat hold. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. No, thank you. Hey, Sugar Plum, special ed. Special ed is up in here with special education.
Weird shit going on.
Let's see. Hold on a second. Hey, Sugar Plum emoji. Okay. All right. So, like I said, within about the last 10 years, I'd be talking to like friends on the phone and stuff like that. And it just became, I started noticing it was like becoming a pattern that a lot of people were talking about doing the choking thing while having sex. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a new one. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing, but I'm not doing all that. And so,
these, you know what? These motherfuckers are not even qualified to be choking people.
Right.
I mean, no.
Right.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Arsha says, I've just come from the Red Wine Trail. He was eating poo out of diapers wearing women's underwear. Now, that's a thing.
No.
I don't know nothing about all that.
That's another thing we were talking about. Golden showers. What the fuck?
We'll get to that. Let's finish out the choking section of the story. Okay, so I was talking about like this girl I was friends with and stuff, and she was talking about, people doing that, and that more or less she was, I think, saying she was okay with it if somebody just asked her first. And I was thinking in my head, I didn't say nothing to her, but I was thinking, yeah, you a crazy bitch. But and then I was talking to this other guy. I know this is a really big black dude that looks like John Coffey. And he was talking about all these different girls, not just one, but all these different girls that would want him to choke them. And I was like, really? And I said, you wanted to do that? He said, well, I didn't necessarily want to do it, but they would ask me. And he said, once I started doing it, I guess I kind of liked it. He said, but I was always scared. I said, why were you scared? He said, because I got these big ass hands. And he said, I was worried about putting them around somebody's throat. John Coffey. Anyway, and then a next boyfriend of mine, I was talking to him, and somehow I guess we got on that subject. Maybe we were talking about that same subject like me and Nikki got on it, just like the new things people are doing. We think they're weird or whatever. And he said his ex liked for him to choke her. And so he said one night they were having sex and he was choking her, and he said she started turning all these colors and stuff. And so he said he let go, and she was like, that she got mad and was like, why'd you let go? Why'd you let go? And he said, because I was about to kill you, bitch.
Can you even imagine that argument?
Really? See, it would be the other way around for me, where we'd be having an argument if he put his hands around my neck, not if he let go. That I would be mad about.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pass on that. I enjoy breathing. So, I mean, yeah.
Ash said, Nikki, can you imagine bedroom chokes done right with Neri? Oh my gosh, she would be famous in no time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nikki, we could become famous. We could start doing bedroom chokes tutorials.
Yes.
But guess what now? Here's how it's going to go down, though, Ash. If I start doing bedroom choke tutorials, there's going to be some dudes with some black eyes in it. It's just going to happen.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
Okay, and then now to the pee fetishes.
Okay. What?
Okay. Wait a
That
minute.
is.
Hold on just a second, Nikki. We got an important comment here. Sky Z says, no one wants to admit it but me. I feel so judged. All right, Sky, if you wrote something in this chat that I missed, you have to write it again. Put it in here right now. Are you
I think
down with the chokey choke? Are you down with the chokey choke? Let us know right now. We want to know. We won't judge you. We'll just pretend like we didn't see it. That's all.
I mean, if people are into that, that's obviously fine, you know. But I think what we're talking about is that unexpected moves.
Well, like I told you on the phone, you know, you can't stop people from doing whatever they want to do. But you're more inclined to be like, if people want to do that, that's fine. Where I'm more like, quit being weird. No, you can't do it. Stop it. You're a weirdo. You're contributing delinquency to all kinds of people in our society. Stop it. Quit. And don't be wearing diapers either, you weirdos.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. I don't get. I don't understand that.
No. I don't either. And I do realize that some people feel certain different ways about certain other things, but I see it differently. Now stop it.
Imagine the person
wearing stuff either. Quit it. If you're a grown person, don't be wearing a diaper. You're grown.
Imagine the person passes out and you have to call paramedics. Like, what do you say to that?
Yeah, right. All right, be watching to see if Sky C admitted to the choking thing yet. I've been watching. Oh, she said she has been choked. Yes. Okay. You're a weirdo. You're on the weirdo list. I'm kidding.
Well, I don't think that's as bad compared to whatever someone just said about diapers. That 3 girls, 1 cup shit. Did you see that video, Neri?
What?
Oh, it's 2 girls, 1 cup.
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you.
Hold on a second. Let me check. Okay, Skyzy said, I'm still alive, but if you don't see me for a while, yep, I live to be on that list. All right, it happened. Yeah, that's what y'all. So y'all take notes right now. Take down this. Hey, for seriously, excuse me, Skyzy, you need to go behind the scenes and give somebody your personal information. That way we know if we don't see you all around on YouTube that you might be a rotting corpse on your bed at home in the bedroom because some guy done choked you out and you didn't make it through it. Okay. All right. Side note. Okay. Hey, Sugar Plum 180. Okay. All right. So we talk about the pee now. Give me some of that pee, some of that doo.
I mean,
go and piss on you.
When you start talking about things like that and the shit, I always wonder, like, at what point do 2 people who are in a relationship, at what point do you start discussing those things?
It goes like this, Nikki. Your man tells you to lean in. He goes, come here, baby. Come here. Come a little closer. Come here. Psst. Can I piss on you? Can I piss on you? Psst. Can I piss on you? And that's when I jump back real far from his face and go, no, the hell's wrong with you?
No, I can't. No.
I bet 180 has peed on some people. Something just tells me he probably has. We're waiting on the answer to that in the chat, 180. Inquiring minds want to know, has 180 peed on people? We want to know now.
There's got to be some preparation to that. If I don't know, maybe they go in a bathtub but I can't imagine that taking place on a bed.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about, is talking about how that there's Hold on a second. Hold on, man. I got I'm looking for a particular comment. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where'd it go?
I watched that whole video, Ash. Then I sent it to my mom. She was screaming because she didn't know how to close the video.
Okay, so all right, hold on a second. PC, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I had a suspicion that 180 may have peed on people, and he says he did. Now, we don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but I tend to think he is.
Becky,
Okay.
I think what's worse than that video is there's a video, I don't know what, I think it's Russian guys with a hammer. That's worse than the ice pick one.
I don't know. I don't understand it, Terry. I don't understand it myself. I don't get it. I don't. But that's what me and Nikki were talking about. Is I've actually heard people talking about it before and talk about how you're supposed to. It was this guy I used to date. He was talking about this other girl he used to date's mother talking about that one time and talking about that you got to put a shower curtain on the bed and all that. I'm like, no, not doing it. Mm-mm.
Oh no.
I'm not into the peeing on people and getting peed on.
No.
Yeah, I guess some people are into pee play, but that would not be me. Not me. Hey, Sugar Plum Mary. Let's see. Hold on, I'm scanning the chat. The chisel for shizzle.
Yeah, that video, what was it? 3 guys, 1 hammer. But I don't know why back in the day I was able to watch those kind of videos, but I was. That was the worst one. Oh, it was awful. The ice pick one, that didn't bother me at all, and it didn't gross me out because he had already passed when Luca Magnotta was doing whatever he was doing to him. You know what I mean? Like he was already dead. So that didn't bother me too much, but the one with the Russians, that was awful because they were actually murdering people.
Okay, 180 says I'm not into poo play. That's just weird. Well, guess what? We think your pee play is just weird. Weirdo. Ding ding. I wish I had a little weirdo bell I could ring every time I could say weirdo. Ding ding. Yeah, so I was just thinking about, do any of y'all remember that, since we're all into true crime, that murder case where it was like this man and woman were married and they had like a neighbor or something that was a friend and he was gay, and the wife came home one day and there was like blood all through the house, everywhere. She didn't know what was going on. Her husband wasn't around. And it turns out the guy, now this is really weird because this usually happens to women and not men, but the guy had kidnapped her husband, took him off to some other location, murdered him. I can't remember if he raped and murdered him or then murdered him and then raped him. I think he murdered him, then raped him after he murdered him, cut off his penis and then flushed it down the toilet. Y'all remember this?
That is one case that I've never heard of.
Yeah, you might want to look that one up because I'm pretty sure I saw that on the ID channel or something. I know it was on TV, like something showing about true crime is where I heard it. It might have been the ID channel. Anybody remember that? That sound familiar to anybody? Okay, so 180, here's the question. Did you actually, I think you said you peed on somebody, right? And I need to know, was that your idea or was that their idea? Did they say, psst, hey, baby,
Please,
hey, baby, you
please,
want to pee on me? You want to piss
God,
on me?
let him say it was their idea.
We'll see, I guess. We shall see. We shall see.
I don't know why I want it to be the other person's idea.
And then, like somebody was saying in the chat, I remember that too, when David Carradine, got found in the closet,
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you're a total idiot. Okay, he said a little bit of both. Hey, uh-oh. Hey, Sugar Plum, uh-oh. A little bit of both. Okay. All right, warning to everybody out in the audience, spread it far and wide. Nobody spend the night at 180's house because there's probably pee on the sheets and on the floor and on the sofa and on the carpet and places are in and around the house, okay? Don't do it. Michelle says, "Did you hear about the guy who got busted for killing his wife? They found her in the basement, buried under a huge pile of cat litter."
That is so rude.
No, that's a weird one. What do you think that was going to do? What, you murder somebody, put them in the basement, and then just get a whole bunch of cat litter and pour it on them or something? That's weird. Yeah, nobody will notice anything weird about the big pile of cat litter in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Just on the floor.
Okay, so what was I going to say? Okay, what should we talk about now? Should we move on to a YouTube topic and situation or a true crime situation?
Sure, if you have anything on that you want to discuss.
Well, I was asking you, what do you got anything in mind?
I can't even think right now. I'm so tired. You know what's the worst? The worst, okay, not the worst, but really bad are the murders of pregnant women for their babies.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing about that. Like, it's only happened, as far as I know, not a lot. But whenever it does happen, I always wonder, like, how do these women possibly think they're going to get away with this?
Here's the thing. Wait a minute. Let me say what little lady said. She said, "I bet he got pissed on at a party and pissed." Wait a minute. I bet he got pissed at someone at a party and pissed on them. I've pissed on them. That I've seen guys do. I have never seen that happen before, little lady. She knows people that get mad, guys that get mad at other guys and piss on them at parties. Well, okay, all righty then. That's a new one. Okay, that's particularly crazy, and I've always thought that too. But if you got to think about it, pretty much all murderers are like that. It's like they always seem to think they're going to be the one that's, because they're so arrogant and egocentric, they always think they're going to be the one that gets away with it. You know what I mean?
That's yeah, that's another thing that I wonder about is, with all the forensics and everything out there, what the fuck? You're going to get caught. I mean, I know some people do get away with it, but not often.
Mm-hmm. 180 says, when your buddies get drunk and y'all go pee, you can pee all over their shoes and they don't even know. They know the next day, though. Oh, my gosh. I've known guys to get drunk and pass out and pee all over themselves. You ever seen that happen, Nikki?
I've never witnessed it, but yes, I've heard of it.
Yes. I've seen guys do that, get so drunk that they're passed out, and I guess they have to pee while they're sleeping and they're passed out and they don't even wake up to pee. So they pee all over themselves. I was going to discuss Summer Wells, but then I was thinking it's really not appropriate to talk about that poor little girl mixed up with all this weirdo conversation. It's really not appropriate. Okay, so let me think about if there's anything particularly like going on YouTube that we could discuss. Y'all help us out now. Put some topics about some YouTube topics you want us to discuss that's been going on. Hey, Sugar Plum Dory. Yeah, I was thinking it might not be the best thing to talk about. We could talk about some murder cases, but I started thinking about that. It seems kind of messed up to talk about the women that cut the babies out of the other woman while talking about like all the weirdo stuff we've been talking about too. That's kind of a weird mixture.
Yeah.
People would find this live stream and be like, well, what is wrong with these people?
Hold on. I'm just writing something down.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have went into all the sex talk and the weirdo talk, since that way it's kind of ruined it for talking about some of the popular cases right now. Because like I said, it's not really a good thing to talk about missing children and stuff, after talking about all this weirdo stuff.
Yes, I agree. Well, Dory says, why can't we all just get along? Because these motherfuckers are out of their goddamn minds. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
One of you says the incels of YouTube are getting together. Okay, now that's something interesting that happened today, actually, that I don't know if you're in that Discord or not, but it was weird, kind of a weird thing, but it was cool.
What?
That went down in Wendy V's today in her Discord. There was I don't remember how many people in there, but there were about 40 different people in the voice chat from all different groups that don't get along.
Uh-oh.
But everybody got along, and it was the weirdest. It was like I told them, it was the weirdest thing. It was like the soldiers that you remember that story from I think it was German soldiers and American soldiers. I can't remember. I don't remember how the story went, but it's the story about this woman whose house was off in an isolated area at Christmas time. And so 2 soldiers found their way to her place at Christmas time, and they were from the opposing armies, and they were enemies. And they got together and didn't fight each other and sat down to have a Christmas meal with her at her house without fighting and without harming each other. That's what it was like in the Discord today. It was very bizarre. It was like Christmas. It was like that Christmas Day story. It was the weirdest stuff. It was and it went on like that for hours. It was everybody, all these different, groups of people and eclectic mixed up groups that don't like each other all got in a voice chat today and all got along for hours and hours and hours. There was a couple of little one-liners or exchanges, but it was no real fights or nothing. It was amazing. I was like, wow. A lot of people were quite intrigued by that. In case you didn't know, did you know Wendy V has a Discord now where it's everybody from all cracks, corners, and universes of the community are all in there together? Did you know that?
No.
I'll have to get you a link then, because it was some stuff that went on in there. It was a trip, because they've been fighting and all kinds of stuff in there, but weirdly some kind of weird something was in the atmosphere today where everybody got in that voice chat and got along. It was crazy.
Well, I wish that would happen in this community. And hold on a second. I asked this question on my panel. I think it was a few months ago, and I'm just curious what people's opinions are on this. So I asked, what would happen if 2 people who are fighting and have been fighting for whatever amount of time, I wonder what would happen if you took those 2 people or those 2 friendship groups, put them on a panel and said, okay, you talk about anything except for the reason you're fighting or anything to do with the fight. Just remove that from the equation and talk about anything else. I wonder how that would go.
Took what from the equation?
The reason the two groups or the two people are fighting. Like if
And
you
just put them together, like to talk about something else. Just put aside the total difference and just talk about a topic.
Yeah, talk about anything but the fight or whatever they're fighting about. Because I kind of feel like in a lot of these situations, like a lot of these people probably realize that they actually would get along with that person if it weren't for this dumb fight.
Well, the thing is I don't know that I agree with that, because people are always going to have different opinions about what goes on and are going to disagree about things that are happening and what goes on.
No,
so I don't
agree
know that would ever happen as far as that, everybody being friends and walking hand in hand.
No.
I think it's possible that people could like learn to be cordial.
That's what I was going for. I was going to say I wouldn't expect that they would be friends, but I wonder if they would come out of that knowing a little bit more about each other, and maybe that would, lessen the hostility and they could be cordial.
I don't know. It worked today in that voice chat. See? And it went on for a long, long time. Yeah, I was in there from about 5 o'clock till 9:30 when it ended, and it went smoothly the whole time I was there. And I heard it was going way more many hours before that even happened.
See, it is possible.
Is it possible though, or is it just temporarily possible?
Everything's temporary in this community.
Yeah, it's like it happened, and I was surprised that it happened. So that proves that it can be done. But the thing is are people going to do it? Probably not very likely.
No, I can't imagine anybody agreeing to that. It's unfortunate though, because a lot of the arguing and it's so fucking petty.
You do it. Say what? A lot of these. What'd you say?
A lot of the fights that are happening are really petty.
Yeah, some of them are, but then some of them I think a lot of it's some of it is, and then some of it's like, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a lot of underlying issues, like deep rooted stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That comes out in a lot of petty junk. You know what I mean? And then some of it's just totally is petty. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was very unusual. Actually, somebody probably should have recorded that that voice chat in there the way it went today, and then posted it on YouTube so everybody could have saw it and watched it and saw how interesting that was.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're not in there, I'll have to get you a link so you can be in there, because there's been some fights in there. But from the times I've went in there, they'll be kind of arguing in the chat, going back and forth. But then when it moves over to voice chat, it's called Fight Room. But surprisingly enough, when it goes over to voice chat, it hasn't been that bad. It's like somebody might raise their voice or get a little bit loud, but it hadn't been like really bad, which is so strange.
Probably because it's so much easier to type than it is to. It's easier to type and fight than it is to actually be speaking to the person that you're fighting with. And like the panel wars, that's what I call them, where you get like one panel where there's a group of people against another panel of a group of people, and they're just each, dragging the other. And that's easy enough to do. A little more difficult if you're actually on panel with that person in real time, and you've got to go back and forth. That's a little more difficult.
Well, I think they do argue like that on the panels with each other a lot, though, all the time. But I think what would make a difference is if it's one-on-one.
Oh, hell yeah, yes.
Instead of like gangs of people on one person, or or being imbalanced like that. I
I
think it
hate
could.
that.
There's a lot more of a chance of things being more civil and not as off the chain if it's just one person talking to the other instead of like a group on one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I would. I think would be the better way. If two people who are fighting, let them go up on a panel without anyone else. Because when you've got, groups of people going at it all on one panel, you can't hear what anyone's saying because everybody's speaking over each other. And, if people will be just gassing their friends up.
Mm-hmm.
So that never ever works.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at the chat for a second. Tinker says, unfortunately, if you go up, you get dog piled on. Doesn't solve anything. True. That's true.
Yeah,
I do
it
believe
is.
that would help, though. What I just said, though, if people started making it mandatory, where only people can only be one on one, at two people on a panel at a time that are opposition. You know what I mean? Only two, and make
Yeah,
everybody else stay out of it. Because, like I said,
yeah.
surprisingly, the times I've seen, even the times when I've been in there in voice chat and people were like arguing, and it was not bad. It was not like it wasn't bad at all. It was like
It,
extremely, extremely low level compared to what it gets like on panels. It was like there might be somebody might raise their voice or say a cuss word, but there was no like. It was nothing like it gets like on live streams. Nothing. It was crazy.
mhm.
It's so much more civil the times I've witnessed it. And then, like
Hey,
I said today, it was like a couple of like one-liners at each other and like exchanges. But for the
hey,
most part, everybody
Wendy.
got along. It was like this weird unified situation. It was very strange.
Hey, Wendy. Speaking of Wendy, here she is.
Yeah. Hey, Sugar Plum Wendy. You trying to say something while I was running my jaws?
I was just trying to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, is
All
anybody
right.
going to tell us about anything that happened tonight that we may have missed? We keep on looking to y'all to give us like a particular a particular like live stream or YouTube issue that we could discuss, and y'all just ain't saying nothing. Any other time, y'all want to throw up 1,000 topics, but tonight,
Mhm.
nothing. Hey, Sugar Plum, Australian Ellis. It's like normally I got 1,000 things in my head to talk about, but for some reason I'm not
There,
coming to my
there,
head tonight. Huh?
there was a woman, and I'm pretty sure she was Australian, who murdered her husband, dismembered him, cooked parts of his body, set the table, put the food on the plates, and was going to feed him to his own children.
That's extremely crazy. Where was that?
I,
Australia?
I think it was in Australia.
Wait, Australian Ellis is in here. Have you heard of that particular case?
She was like really mean, and she had been married 2 or 3 times, and yeah, she pretty sure it was in Australia. And she set the table and everything and had food on the plates.
That's really crazy. That's extremely
Uh-huh.
insane. I'm waiting for Australian Ellis to answer because him and Tinker. Okay, Tinker's from Australia too. She said, uh,
Oh, okay.
she said she's from Australia, and yes, that's true. And Terry said she heard that story. Yeah, I had never heard of that one.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get her name.
Australian Ellis said the one where the lady decapitated her husband.
I think she dismembered him. Oh, her name was Catherine Mary Knight. Okay.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
this
if I
was.
shouted. Hold on, there was somebody I saw earlier that I think I forgot to shout out, but I haven't seen her. If she's still listening. Hey, Sugar Plum, Ms. OMG. All right, go ahead.
Oh, he was okay. Yes, he was decapitated. I think she used to. Um, at some point, she worked in for a butcher, so she had like all the tools, including the hook.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wendy V's Australian, too. She said the police arrived and found the skin of the guy hanging in the hallway. She worked in an abattoir. What is
Oh my
that?
god, I didn't hear that part.
What is the abattoir? An
I
abattoir.
think that's like a okay, just a slaughterhouse, like a yeah, where they cut up animals.
Ooh, I've never heard about that before.
Oh, Spaghetti. Yeah, she was definitely mean.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Australia has some fucked up true crime cases, like Ivan Milat, I think his name was. He was just out here, snatching up hitchhikers and shit. And his nephew also, I think, murdered someone. I think it was murder. Yeah, yeah. Or is it Ian or Ivan? It was one of the two. Hey, Soul. Um, and I don't know how many of them he got, but I think it was. Let me check that out too. Ivan. I mean,
Hey, Sugar Plum Soul. Let me roll back to this one. Yeah, I've never heard of that one before. How Australian Ellis says they found his head in a pot that had been boiled. She
oh,
worked at an abattoir. Yeah, that's crazy. I will never understand, never, as long as I live, what happens to make somebody go just that crazy.
well, I watched a show probably on the ID channel, and she was a really mean person, like really abusive to her husbands, and then she
Hey,
killed
Sugar
one
Plum Andrew.
and chopped him up and cooked him. But she set the table, and I'm pretty sure there's some vegetables on the plates too. She was going to feed him to his children.
That's just so insane. Like I said, just think about for that for a minute. Think about it real hard and deep.
Oh,
What
I
could
don't.
possibly happen in your brain, in your mind, to make you want to do something like that? I will never, I hope someday in science or whatever, can figure out what causes that. And so they can like help fix it or whatever. Cause I just can't imagine what
She,
could go
yeah.
that wrong in your psyche to make you do something like that.
I mean, yeah. Australian Ellis. Yeah, he said she planned to feed his kids the father. Yeah, and think about this. Thank God she didn't actually follow through with that. She didn't. I don't know why. Maybe she didn't get the chance. But if she did, imagine the trauma that those children would have to live through for the rest of their life. And for what? Because this woman is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, that too. And so I take it she got caught before it happened, right?
Um, hold on. Oh,
Hey, Sugar Plum Bay Beauty.
hold on. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember anything past the fucking dinner plates on the table.
Hold
Let's
on a second. I'm
see.
looking at the chat for a second.
Oh, she is smiling in her mugshot. That is cold-hearted.
Hold on a minute, and we'll put it in so we can see it. I'm checking the chat out for a second.
Oh.
Ms. said, yes, set the table with place cards and vegetables and body parts.
I knew there was vegetables involved. Hold on. Oh, this is gruesome. The neighbors apparently went to check on him, or someone from his work, or maybe both. But I don't know where those kids were. Thank God they did not go home. Let's see what else is going on.
Tinker says she was abused as a child.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine something like that. So that's what I'm thinking is I would imagine something really severely horrible would have to happen to you as a child, like some deep, deep, serious trauma to cause you to be like that. Or some kind of serious mental illness or psychopathy or, I mean, it's just hard to fathom how the human mind gets that twisted. I mean, I'll never understand that. Because, I mean, think about it. I mean, of course, animals aren't as intelligent, but they don't do. I mean, it's just so crazy. You know, it's like we're so much worse than wild animals. You know.
Yep.
Australian Ella says he used to be too scared to go home and would hide at the pub after work. His boss knew when he didn't turn up to work that he was in trouble because he explicitly told him if he didn't turn up, she killed him.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, Becky says in a small way it reminds her of the people, reminds me of the people that were drinking the water at the Cecil Hotel. Yeah, that's pretty horrible too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's pretty gross too. I thought about that too. Like, God, the people that were drinking the water at the hotel.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Andrew says I'm going to get in trouble tomorrow, but it will be worth it. What are you planning on doing, Andrew? Just tell it. Just tell it right now. Hold on, I'm still scrolling, and then we're going to put the picture of her smiling in her mugshot.
Ugh.
I don't even know what that means. I heard people was soylent green. What does that even mean? I don't get it. And Spaghetti-O said place cards. Well, at least she's fancy. Irish says, when did this happen? Yeah, when did this happen? What year was that?
This...
And then Ash says February 2000.
Which?
The one with the she was going to feed him to the children.
Oh, wow. For some reason I thought this was in the 80s.
Australian said she was obviously schizophrenic as well. Tinker said he told his neighbor if the car was in the driveway, she had killed him. Okay, this is what I will never understand right here. Is how, this is what I don't understand. This has happened numerous times where these people are like with somebody in a marriage or whatever, and they predict that the other person's going to kill them, and they tell other people ahead of time, this person's going to kill me. Why don't they try to get away from them before it happens if they think it's going to go down like that? You know, have you ever thought that?
Yeah, because I heard of there was a case of a teacher. It was a guy, and he was a teacher, and I guess he was having problems with his wife, and he made recordings, like audio recordings, and in the recordings he was talking about how he was afraid of her, and if anything happened to him, you know, she did it. And sure enough, she did it. And they found the recording. So I don't know. Like, you know, yeah, I would. I think in a lot of in a lot of the cases it's a domestic abuse situation to where they're afraid to leave.
And I've noticed before it has been with men a lot too. It's like, I just don't understand that. I don't understand how a man, you can understand it more with a woman being too scared to leave, but not so much a man. But I don't care. If I knew this mofo was about to kill me before it's over with, I'm going to get missing before it happens. I promise you that. That reminds me one time I met this girl like many years ago, I think in my late 20s or 30s, and she told me she was married to this guy. I think he was Mexican, or some sort of Spanish. And she was talking about how he wanted to take her to his home country. And like I said, I can't remember if it was Mexico or where it was. I think it was Mexico, but I'm not sure. I remember it was some form of Spanish, like a Hispanic. And she said, he's probably going to kill me when we get there. And I was thinking to myself, Bishop, why are you going?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. I had to take my headphone out for a minute.
Yeah. Did you hear what I just said about that woman?
No.
I said, I had met this girl probably in like my late 20s, early 30s. And she was talking about how she was married to this Mexican guy. I think he was Mexican. I can't remember. He was either, or if he wasn't Mexican, he was some sort of Spanish, some sort of Hispanic. And she was talking about that he was going to take her back to his home country, which was either Mexico or some other, like, Spanish speaking country. And she said, he's probably going to kill me when I get there, because the laws about stuff like that, doing stuff like that to your wife, you can get away with. And I was thinking, then why are you going?
No. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm scrolling. Oh, I forgot about it. Let's show that her mug shot. You want to put in the mug shot?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of times they do look really like super, super crazy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about with that, Becky. I can't remember what their names were right offhand. I think it was Susan something.
Oh, this is not her mugshot.
Well, I mean, even if it's a picture of her, that'll do if it's really her.
Okay. Okay, let's see if this is the right one. Did you get it?
Yeah, I put it in.
Look at her.
Let me unpin this.
Smiling like that. How dare she? She looks evil.
There's this one guy, I'm trying to remember, that Robin from Pod Trash showed me about. I'm trying to remember if I can remember his name or how to find it. If I could, we could look at that. I'm trying to remember. God, I can't remember the guy's name. It's some kind of big, crazy murder story that happened in Canada. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. You're in Canada, Nikki. Maybe you know about it. Oh, God, trying to think of the dude's name. He was a cartoonist, Nikki. Does this sound familiar? He was like a comic. No, not a cartoonist. He was like or I guess you might sort of kind of consider it cartoonism or he did comic books. And he wound up like killing his wife in the same manner of the way he depicted a murder in his comic books. And this guy, Robin happened to know personally. She used to hang out with him and stuff. She was his friend at one time.
Oh, yes. You know what? Yes. His name was, I think his name was Blake, and his family were, I believe, multi-millionaires. And they, from what I can remember, I think he got money. Like, he was doing really well, and he put a lot of money into his whatever he was doing, comic books or whatever. And I think that he ended up like losing all of his money, and he moved to the US, I think like LA with California. No, I think he was married. And anyways, he ended up in California with his girlfriend, and they had a baby, and there was a lot of domestic violence.
Are you talking about the comic book killer still?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull up a picture of him, because have you ever seen pictures of him, Nikki?
No, I can't think.
You wait. I'm gonna find a picture of him and pull it up and show you. Just, I don't even want to tell you nothing about it. Just let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see.
I think the police went to the apartment, and I'm pretty sure it was her mom that called. He murdered her. And
you're still talking about the comic book killer?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name?
Blake.
Do you know his last name? Or wait a minute, I can look it up from just that. Hold on a second.
I just remember he came, like I said, his family, they were multi-millionaires, and he got money from them, and I think he started doing drugs as well.
Yeah, she showed me a video. I'll see if I can find it in a minute that she had me watch. Hold on. I want to pull up a picture of him so y'all can see what he looks like. Hold on a second.
That wasn't that long ago, actually.
I don't think so. I think it was pretty recent.
Yeah. Did he just kill her?
As far as I know, yeah. Okay, let me see. Hold on.
I think it was like, it was really, really bad. He didn't just murder her.
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
Oh, and her mom was in Europe. And it actually took a few days before the police, the girl's mom kept calling the police, and they were telling her like they had no reason to go out there, and for whatever reason they didn't go out. And I think it was a couple of days or a few days, and by the time they did get out there, it was well,
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that makes me mad right there too, where things like that could have been prevented if somebody wouldn't have failed.
Yeah. I can't remember why though. Like, I think it was just a situation where she spoke to her mom like every day, and then her mom just couldn't get a hold of her. And yeah.
Hold on, I'm scrolling looking for the pictures because there's a certain one I want, and I'm seeing if I can find it because I've seen it before. Let's see. What did you find when that happened? What year was that? Because I don't think that was that long ago.
Oh shit, hold on. Oh, 2016. So 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was really crazy. Okay, I found one of this is not the picture I was looking for, and I don't know how to find it, but it's close. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in just a minute. Okay, let me see if I can get this picture bigger than what it is. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see.
Most recent case was Joel Guy Jr. cut his parents up, put bodies in totes, and mom's head in a cooking stock pot. The trial was about 6 months ago, Knoxville, Tennessee. Holy shit, SpaghettiOs.
What happened?
SpaghettiOs just said, he said, or she, let me check. It's a dog. It said most recent case was Joel Guy Jr. cut his parents up, put bodies in totes, and mom's head in a cooking stock pot. The trial was about 6 months ago, Knoxville, Tennessee. Basement dweller. Oh, Jesus, God. That chapter is my favorite.
Trying to get that pinned comment down. Hold on a second. Dang it. It's not wanting to come down. What's wrong with it?
What pinned comment?
On this, you don't see it on the screen?
Oh yeah, just click on it.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I'm doing, and nothing's helping. It's not moving. Dang it! What is wrong with this thing?
Click on the X on the ad.
That won't help the pinned comment.
Oh.
I'm trying to get the pinned comment off so we can see the picture better.
If you click on the pinned comment, it should go away.
I did. I tried it a bunch of times and it wasn't going off.
Click on the
okay,
comment.
Hold on. I think it might be doing something now. I think it's on like some kind of delay or something. Dang it. I'm getting aggravated with it.
Click on yeah.
Okay, it finally went. I think it was on like some kind of delay or something. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can blow this up. Okay, that's the dude right there, the comic book killer.
Crazy
And look
eyes.
at his poor, pretty little wife. Look at that. What that happened to that woman.
That's sad.
That wasn't even the image of him. I mean, there's one. Let me see if I can find it. That's what he looks like. But there's another one. Yeah, I thought that too, Terry, that it looked like somebody dotted him up. Let me look. Let me see if I can find that. Because there's a video on YouTube about this whole thing. I'm trying to see because, like I said, there's a picture. There's a particular picture I was wanting to find because of how it looks. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me see. You were talking about, where was it? You were talking about Australia. There were some really crazy cases or whatever.
Yeah, hold on. I think I had a page up. Seven scariest killers down under.
Yeah, and there seems to be a lot of something wrong going on in, like we talked about before with Colorado.
Oh, I know. That's crazy. Florida, well, pretty much holds the record for the weirdest crimes in the US. I don't know what is going on in Florida, but there's some strange shit going on over there. But Colorado is definitely, I don't know. It's crazy.
There's some kind of show. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that Miz just said it. There's a show called Stranger in Florida. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that because of all the weird cases in Florida. That might be something we should research sometime. Is like, what do they think the problem is in Florida? You know what I mean?
That would be. I wonder if anyone's actually looked that up, because there are some really weird and gruesome shit going on there.
Yeah, I don't know what it could be either. Some people like to say the heat, but I just don't think it could be the heat.
There's a lot of states that are hot.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of murders that go on in the Carolinas. A lot.
Really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And I don't know what that's about either. Like I said, people try to say it's the heat. I don't know if that could possibly, it seems to me like that couldn't possibly be it, but I don't know either for sure,
Yeah, I can't say. But anyways, you know what, Neri? I'm going to have to let you go because I'm about to pass out.
Okay.
Here. So I'm going to say goodnight. And
okay.
I apologize. I took my sleeping medication just before I got on, and I'm surprised if I'm even coherent at this point. But yes, we should look into those murders in Florida, or maybe find a list. Okay, I don't want to get too gruesome, but anyways, Neri, I'll talk to you about it. Maybe next time we go live, we'll have to, we'll get some things put together.
Okay.
That don't involve eating ass, and yeah. All right. Okay, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody have a good night, and I will talk to everybody later. Bye.
Okay, thanks for coming up.
No problem. Take care.
Okay,
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Calling Michelle P. If you're still out there, let me know. Come forth and state your presence, sister. All right, y'all. In the meantime, I probably won't be up that much longer. Unless maybe if somebody else comes up. But we'll see. because it is late. Let's see. Hold on a minute. In the meantime, while I'm waiting to see if Michelle P is still here, I'm gonna pull up that. Dang, it's hot in here. It's so hot in here. But I don't want to turn on my air conditioner because it's loud. Hold on, I was gonna pull up something about show y'all in the screen share. Hold on a minute. Let me find it. All right, let's see. God, it's so dang hot here. All right, hold on a minute and I'll show y'all something. Hold on, and I'm going to show y'all something else. Dang it, I didn't mean to make it. Hold on a second. Now it's doing something it's not supposed to be doing. Let me see if I can get it to stop. Stop it. Quit. It won't stop. Dang it, it's making me mad now. Okay, stop. Yeah, that's what stop it. Stop right there. Okay, hold on a second. All right, it's looking like Michelle P might have went to bed. Calling and paging Michelle P again. If you're out there, let me know. Sister. Phew. Hold on a second, y'all. I got to check on something. And then I'm going to show y'all what I was going to show you. Oh, gosh. All right, hold on. Okay, Irish. Hold on just a second, Irish. I wanted to show something first. All right, it's that one right there on top. I wish it was, hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger. It's that one right there at the very top. I wish I could make it bigger, but I don't think I can without it playing. Let me see, I can try, but it'll probably start playing. And it will probably take down the cover picture when I click on it. Let's see, I'll try it though. I would play a little bit of it, but I don't want to because I'm liable to get struck and taken down. Because that's happened before when I pushed my luck and took my chances. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can freeze it. Because I don't want to, like I said, play it in case I get struck. But
frustrating. But getting your hearing.
I did want y'all to see that cover picture, so if I can get it to stop with the cover picture, then I'll just say that. But it's looking like it's not going to do it because I got way too much stuff on my computer, and I've been told that I need to delete stuff, and that's why all my stuff is buffering all the time. Dang it. Looks like it's not. Okay, it looks like it's not going to do it. No, let me go back. Hold on, y'all. I think it's on a delay. Yep. Okay, there it is. Anyway, I can't blow it up like I wanted to because when I click on it, it just starts playing instead of making the cover photo bigger, the thumbnail or whatever. But yeah, that's him. Look how cray-cray he looks. He looks cray-cray. This is what I don't understand either. So a warning goes out to everybody within ear range. Everybody out there, please understand that if you're with somebody whose eyes look like this, get the feg away from them because They are a sociopath or a psychopath, and they are cray-cray. Word. Serious. I'm telling you. You can see it in the eyes. What they say about the windows to the soul is true. You're with anybody or around anybody that looks like that, you better get away from them and warn whoever's with them, because they're cray-cray. Insane in the membrane. For real. Okay, hold on. Okay, you still there, Irish? If you are, step forward and state your presence. Yes, Terry says run. Yes, you bet run. Okay, hold on, Irish. I'm getting ready to send you the StreamYard to your on WhatsApp. So hold on a second. Gotta get it. These people are insane. And the truth is, there is some people that around this YouTube community that have those eyes. Seriously. Good night, Sugar Plum, little lady. All right, hold on. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I gotta get Irish the StreamYard link. I was going to send it to Michelle, but she's apparently already went to bed. Okay, hold on a second. All right, Irish, I sent you the StreamYard to your WhatsApp. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat while we're waiting on her to show up. Like I said, if I miss anybody's comments, I am looking at StreamYards, and it does omit comments for whatever reason. But they say it's harder on the computer to have the YouTube window open at the same time, that it's kind of hard on the computer. So I usually don't do that. Because like I said, I've already got issues because I've got it way too much stuff on it that's causing it to kind of have problems anyway. Andrew said, looks like a tiger shark in his element. I'm telling you, it's true. Becky agreed. And so did Terry, that if somebody's got eyes like that, that's a warning sign. It's a for sure warning sign. Somebody's got eyes like that, they're not normal. They're not normal. And if you yourself are with somebody that's got eyes like that, or you know somebody's with somebody or around somebody that's got eyes like that, you better get away from them, because they're cray cray, for real cray cray. Like I said, we got a few of those around YouTube that got those eyes. Pay attention, and you'll notice. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all, hold on. We're waiting on Irish Eyes, I think. Yeah. Here she is. Hey, Sugar Plum Irish.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, Neri, when you say hot, what do you mean hot? What temperature?
I don't know what the temperature is right now, but today it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And y'all use Celsius, right?
Yeah, because I did a quick conversion, because we don't use Fahrenheit. We're about to hit 80 Fahrenheit today, and that's heat wave for us, and we are just passing out.
Because it's hot here.
Yeah, nobody has air conditioning in houses here, and it's just, and even at nighttime, it's just too much. So
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
now I'm passing out, and it's 10:30 a.m. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happens here is it'll get up into like the 90 or the 90s. And even at night, even if it cools off, like to, like, for instance, even if it gets down at night, like it say it gets down to 70 or in the 70s at night, and when it cools down, a lot of times it won't cool down real well when it's been that hot during the day. Even when the sun goes down, it'll still stay pretty hot. And sometimes your house, it's like the sun will beat on it all day. You probably know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. If the sun beats down it all day long, then
Yeah.
it's like it heats up the house. And even when the sun goes down and it becomes night, it's like the walls or something hold the heat. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. 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 And
Yeah, it's
even
like,
my poor dog, she's just sprawled out on the floor in front of me. She can't bear it.
yeah, see, I would still be hot, but not as hot if I turned on the air conditioner that's over there. But it's kind of loud because I need to change the filter in it. It gets kind of loud when the filter needs to be changed. And I've got another one on over there that's on low, but it's not enough to like do anything. But I can't hear that well with that one on. Nikki said she couldn't hear it at all when
Yeah.
earlier when I had it on. But even if y'all can't hear it, I can't hear as good. So.
Yes, Andrew, I am really Irish. Do I not sound Irish? Because you
What
can
did you say?
understand me.
Yes, Andrew, she is really Irish, bona fide Irish.
Yeah.
4-leaf clovers and all.
Hmm.
She's actually met leprechauns, Andrew. Come on now.
Yeah. Bono is my next door neighbor.
Is that true?
No,
Oh, I was going to say.
we all know each other here. Small country.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, just quick case. I just learned about it this morning at the Mark Redwine guilty verdict. There's a trial, and you might know of this, Neri, starting on Monday. A girl called Samantha Josephson in South Carolina 2 years ago was murdered. She got into,
In the
and I think
States?
in the States, in South Carolina,
Yeah,
and I think,
that's right beside North Carolina.
yeah, and I think it led to the change in the law. She got into what she thought was her Uber arriving, and he was just um, a passerby, that an opportunist who picked her up, and she thought it was her Uber, and he murdered her.
Mm-hmm.
And it led to her parents' campaign to change the law that Ubers had to be much more identifiable. And she got into the back seat, and he switched on the child lock, and she thought it was her Uber, and he took her somewhere and murdered her. And there was footage of her getting into his car, and he was just a passerby, an opportunist that pulled in, and she got in. And his trial starts on Monday, so that should
What's his
be.
name?
His name is Nathaniel Rowland, and her name was Samantha Josephson. She was a student, she's 21 in university.
I hadn't heard anything about that, but
I did hear it 2 years ago. I did hear it because there was a campaign that Ubers were not identifiable, and anybody could get into the back seat of anybody's car, thinking, and Uber drivers or anybody could, you know, identify themselves as an Uber and just pick
Mm-hmm.
anybody up.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that after that case, there was a big hullabaloo. I remember that happening. And I just then this morning heard the trial was starting Monday.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember hearing anything about that, but I haven't had for I don't know how many years now. I don't really watch TV anymore, and I don't have regular TV. I have a Roku, and
yeah.
so I don't get like regular news or anything. Which I've been meaning to start making myself watch the news and stuff, so I know things like that are going on. But I'm like cut off from all the stuff like that because I don't watch like local news or TV anymore. But I didn't hear anything about that. The most recent thing, my husband told me about a couple of things that happened here, and I think I might have already told you about it. I can't remember. You'll have to tell me, but I remember I told some other people in my Discord. It was there was just recently there was a woman that made her look like 3 or 4 year old stand up for 3 days straight, and then she collapsed, and when she collapsed, she hit her head and it killed her.
Oh God.
Let me see
Where
if I
was
can
that?
look that. In North Carolina, I think. Let me look it up because my husband was just telling me about it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yes, Terry, that's the one. It's very sad footage looking at her get into that car. She must have died when she realized that she was locked in and he wasn't taking her home.
Yeah, there was a couple of things that happened here recently that my husband told me about. I can't remember that the other one though, but let me look this one up and see if I can find her name. Yeah, it says a North Carolina woman allegedly forced her 4-year-old daughter to stand for 3 days straight as punishment, causing the girl to become so weak that she fell and suffered fatal injuries, authorities said.
She must have admitted to that then, because how do they find out these people inflicted that punishment? I always wonder that. They must admit to it in the end.
Oh, I remember something now. Maybe the other child told because that my husband told me that she forced her other child to help her bury that one.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can find her name.
Andrew, you should come over. We've got the weather and everything.
Her name is Malika Bennett.
And that's in North Carolina, Mary?
Yep, Malika Bennett of Charlotte, North Carolina.
I nearly got to Charlotte in the States. I never quite got there, but I nearly did.
Yeah, Charlotte's I think Charlotte's the biggest city in North Carolina, but I'm not sure. Let me look and check on that, but I think it is. They call it the Queen City. I actually live about an hour from Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up. And what was the name of that? I never caught the name of that woman in Australia that you were talking about. The cannibal woman.
I don't
I'm sure
know
I'll find her. I'll find her. Yeah.
Australian Ellis is in Austria, so he can tell us.
I'm sure if I Google it, I'll find her.
Australian Ellis. What was the woman's name that she was going to feed her husband to her children?
Very attractive woman.
And let's see. Terry says I've been to Raleigh. Yeah, I'm probably about 2 hours from Raleigh. And Raleigh, for whatever reason, it feels hotter over in Raleigh for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does.
So you probably get the humidity there as well. We don't get that here.
Yes, we get very bad humidity. Very bad. Yeah, it says, let's see. Yeah, Charlotte is the biggest city in North Carolina. I thought it was. Because Raleigh's actually the capital, but Charlotte's bigger.
I never heard of Lusk Park. Lusk Park? Never heard of it.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's see. She said she's never heard of Lusk Park, Andrew. I hadn't either.
No.
I don't know what Lusk Park is.
Maybe I'm a fake. Maybe I'm not really here.
Yeah, she's just trolling us, Andrew. She's really not Irish. She's really not in Dublin.
No. I'm in Canada.
Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at y'all's chat for a minute. Okay, let me see. There was a Ms. OMG, are you still out there? If you are, come forth and state your presence.
What's it famous for, Andrew? I can answer you while I'm up here.
He said he got it wrong. It's in Dublin somewhere. Try to tell her what it is, Andrew. Maybe she can find it.
I'll tell you what I know about it.
Also, are you still out there? Not Le Gino. If you are, come forth and state your presence.
So, does anybody want to know anything else about what's happening with crime before I get down?
Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your pieces.
Because the chat went all quiet when I came up, so everybody's bored.
I don't think it's because of you. It's probably just because it's so late / so early here. Let me look at the regular YouTube chat because I'm looking.
Maybe Neri will sing a song. Neri, sing a song.
No, I'm not singing a song. I might do that sometime on karaoke, but I'm not just gonna all of a sudden turn around and kick out some kind of dang a cappella song. No, that's not gonna happen. Nope. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me check. Oh. Kick out some kind of dang a cappella song. Okay, let me see. No. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, for a festival, Phoenix Park, Croke Park. Yeah. Concert venues. Yeah, Croke Park and Phoenix Park are the concert venues in Dublin. And then there are other ones around Ireland, one called Electric Picnic. There's one in Cork, Belfast. Not sure which one you're talking about. It's not really worth coming to Ireland just for a festival, though.
Says 26 people are watching.
Okay.
So that means there's some people that are hiding, they're hiding in the bushes, listening, trying to pretend like they're not here. But we know.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any questions for Irish about Ireland, Andrew, you should ask them. She could tell you some stuff while she's up here.
I'm in Neri's anyway. Neri, I'll get down. I'm gonna bring the dog out. And no, I'll be in chat, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming up.
Okay, you need to go live more often.
I'm gonna try to. That was one of the reasons why I did tonight, is I'm trying to get back in the habit of it.
Yeah, do. We'll see you in Discord.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming up.
You're welcome. See you in chat. Bye.
Okay. You too. Bye. Or I don't know why I said you too, because I'm not gonna be in the chat. I don't know what else talking about. I do not know. Well, now, let's see. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Let's see. I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Because I was going to ask you something. Not Le Geno, but now I cannot remember what it is. because it's 5:38 a.m. here where I am in the United States of America. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at the chat for a minute. Probably going to close down here in just a minute because it's so very late or so very early. Terry says, I'm a lot Irish. I'm a lot Irish, meaning that you, I guess, have a lot higher percentage of being Irish, I guess, in your DNA. Okay, y'all, hold on just a minute. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to tell y'all good night. And then I'm going to play us out with a couple of songs. And then I don't know when I'll go live again, but maybe I'll go live tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know, or sometime soon. But I thank you all for being here, and let me go ahead and shout y'all out and tell you good night. Then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna play a couple songs to play us out, and then we're gonna shut down because it's so late. Oh, and I didn't see her, but I'm scrolling back now, and I see, I don't know if you're still here, but hey, Sugar Plum, Miss Dorky. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll through and tell everybody goodbye. Or a few people goodbye at least. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see how far I want to go back. If y'all want me to shout you out and tell you bye, you'll have to type in the chat so I can see your name. So I don't have to scroll back so far. Now look at you, Rev. See, I've been up here for 2 hours and you're just now showing up as I'm about to cut down or about to shut down. I don't even know what, see, it's so late. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm about to cut down. What kind of sense does that even make? None. Hey, Sugar Plum Colette. Okay, y'all. I'm about to, like I said, maybe Rev can do that as soon as, how about that, Rev? As soon as I shut down, you go live. That's how we can do it. Nice to meet you too, as well. Not Lay Gino. And thank you. Like I said, maybe I'll go live tomorrow and can have some more people up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm going to scroll back a little bit and shout y'all out good night. I'm not going to go all the way back because that would take a while. But I'm going to just go back a little bit. Thank you, SpaghettiOs. And you're welcome. Okay, hold on just a second. Are you still listening, Rev? You just go live after I shut down. Because I'm not ready to go to bed, but I'm hot and I'm sweating and I need some very cold, ice cold ginger ale to drink because I'm hot. It's hot in the South. That's why how they depict us in movies with us being in the summertime, sitting on the front porch, rocking in rocking chairs and drinking iced tea with sweat on our faces and our faces glistening is really how it is. Facts. Well, the reason is I happen to know you who you are, not Jay, because you've been on Revs. And I've seen you on Revs. That's how I know who you are. Yes, fanning ourselves. And, you know, we'll even really do that thing where you take like paper or like a bulletin in church and you fold it up into a fan. Yes. That's fact. That's true. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm still going to scroll back and shout y'all out bye and play us a couple songs on the way out. Let's see. All right, let me see. My brain's not functioning right, y'all, because it's so hot. So my brain's not even working right. It's causing it to malfunction. Okay, hold on. I'm still doing it. And I also get jankier when I haven't went live in a while. I get all rusty and it's not as smooth like it's ever been that smooth, but it's smoother. Okay. Good night, Sugar Plum Rev. Good night, Sugar Plum Andrew. Good night, Sugar Plum Not Lay. Good night, Sugar Plum Becky. Good night, Sugar Plum Colette. Hold on, I gotta scroll. Gotta roll and scroll. I can't remember if I said good night to you yet or not, Andrew. I can't remember, so I'll say it again. Good night, Sugar Plum Andrew. Good night, Sugar Plum SpaghettiOs. Hold on. Good gosh, it's hot. Okay, good night, Sugar Plum Irish. Good night, Sugar Plum Cameo. Good night, Sugar Plum Terry. And if there's anybody else out there that you want me to shout you out for good night, type in the chat and I will do it. And let's see. Good night, Sugar Plum Cameo. Cameo says, where are we going? We're going to maybe to Rev's channel if he goes live right after me. So hold on, Becky, let me mod you right quick, and while we're playing this out, I will drop the link for Rev's channel in case Cameo would like to come over if he goes live. So like I said, hopefully he will, because I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. I'm not tired. My brain is kind of sluggish, but I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. And there's probably some other people that probably aren't quite ready to go to sleep either. And God bless you too, Andrew. Thank you, not Jay. Okay, hold on a second. Let me mod Becky so she can drop Rev's channel. And y'all can still continue to chat while I'm playing the outro music. But oh yeah, by the way, y'all, the outro music might not be that great because I'm going to have to play it from my cell phone into the computer, because when I try to screen share in music, it just buffers a lot. I mean, it'll play, but then it'll buffer and play and it'll buffer. So we're not doing all that. So it might sound a little janky, but remember, this is a Backwoods production. Just remember that. And hey, Sugar Plum Kimberly, and good night, Sugar Plum Kimberly. Okay, hold on. Got to pull up the music. I'm gonna play some hold on, what was that? Thank you very much, not Lay Gino. Yes, do come back. And I will have you up. I used to actually stream, ask the others, I used to stream quite the regular, but I kind of fell out of the habit of doing it. But that's why I went live tonight, even though it was so late, because I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing it. Hold on, Cameo. I'm gonna mod Becky and have her drop the link for you. His channel is called Rev, but it's hard to find under that because there's a whole bunch of stuff listed under Rev. So hold on just a minute and let me get her modded right quick. I almost forgot, actually. I was already gone looking for the dang music. Hold on. All right, Becky, I got you modded now so you can drop the link. And like I said, y'all can continue to chat while we're on our way out. Thank you, Becky. Hold on. Let me pull up the junky music. We're going to do some, what do you call it? Vintage music as we roll on out the dough. Hold on a second. The heat's messing me up, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the heat. It causes us to do all kinds of crazy things in this house. It's for real. Ask Kimberly. She can tell you. She's in Georgia. Okay, hold on a second. And I'm serious about that. Had my air conditioner turned up higher, I probably would have been able to function better. Because then I wouldn't have been so hot. Okay, hold on just a second. Scanning my playlist. All right, y'all let me know how this sounds. Because we're doing it from a cell phone. Hold on. Stupid commercial. Y'all type in the chat and let me know how that sounds, because I don't even remember where the mic is on this laptop.
Andy Warlow said hello, and he said hi, what's doing, whoa? Said sit down, I got some bad news, it's gonna hurt. Said I'm your best friend, and you know that's right, but your young bride ain't home tonight. Since you've been gone, she's been seeing that Amos boy said. He got mad when he saw red, and Andy said, boy, don't you lose your head, 'cause to tell you the truth, I've been with her myself. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they harmed the innocent man. But don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer. 'Cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. Well, Andy got scared and left the bar, walking on home 'cause he didn't live far. See, Andy didn't have many friends and he just lost him one. Brother thought his wife must have left town, so he went home and finally found the only thing Papa had left him, and that was a gun. Then he went off to Andy's house, slipping through the backwoods quiet as a mouse. Came upon some tracks too small for Andy to make. He looked through the screen at the back porch door, and he saw Andy lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, and he started to shake. The Georgia patrol wasn't making their rounds, so he fired a shot just to flag him down. And a big-bellied sheriff grabbed his gun and said, why'd you do it? And the judge said guilty in a make-believe trial, slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile, said supper's waiting at home and I gotta get to it. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they haunted the innocent man. But don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer. 'Cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. Well, they hung my brother before I could say the tracks he saw while on his way to Andy's house and back that night were mine. And his cheap wife had never left town, and that's one body that'll never be found. See, little sister don't miss when she aims her gun. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they honored the innocent man. But don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer. 'Cause the judge in the town got bloodstains on.
Okay, let me stop that for a minute before I play the other song and give Becky a little bit of information. In case you didn't realize, Becky, that was not Reba McEntire. Believe it or not, the original artist of the song, the night the lights went out in Georgia, is actually Vicki Lawrence. The woman that actually is from that show that was called Mama's Family and the Carol Burnett show, Little 411. Okay, hold on. And I also just realized that two of the songs, apparently I've always got true crime on the mind subconsciously, because I just realized two of the songs I played tonight had something to do with murder. What is wrong with me? Okay, hold on. And surprisingly or not surprisingly, the one I'm about to play is not about murder, but it's about a tragedy. I'm telling y'all, something is wrong with me.
Thousands of people are seeing lower electric bills this summer.
Oh God, hold on. The stupid commercials. They got to jank everything up like as if things aren't janked up bad enough.
Was it 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day?
Okay, y'all let me know how that one sounds. So I can't tell.
Cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered at that door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Papa said to Mama as he passed around black-eyed peas, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense.
So pass the biscuits, please.
There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plow. Mama said it was a shame about Billy Joe.
Anyhow.
Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billy Joe McAllister
Jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billy Joe rolled down the back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him after church last Sunday night? I'll have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right. I saw him at the sawmill yesterday on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Mama said to me, child, what's happened to you at the time? Well, I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today. Said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge. A year is come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe. Brother married Becky Thompson. They bought a store in Tupelo. There was a virus going round. Papa caught it and he died last spring. Now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge. Brought them into the muddy water on the Tallahatchie Bridge.
And we out.